opposed to forcing them.
Well, we know this Mocs team, they can make big shots. It's the reason why they're here. David Jean-Baptiste. So if the game stays close, they have shot makers.
Switch on defense. Hawkins is on Smith. He'll try to contort his shot up and no. Banks with the rebound. Into Diggs. Off the bench and up for two.
Banks has done a little bit of everything. He hasn't shot the ball particularly well, only 8 points on 3 of 9, but 10 rebounds, 4 of those on the offensive glass.
That is now 14 offensive rebounds in this game for the Mocs.
Bosman's for Doncic in. There's a 3-try no for Plummer. On the floor, Banks sliding out of bounds. It's Illinois' ball.
Trying to drive the ball to the basket, Reg. This is a very tough shot, but Banks in great position for the rebound. What a pass. Lots of times you get that offensive rebound, you're going to force it up there, but that's just a really nice play.
And I like where Coach Underwood just did it. Giving up that offensive rebound, who do you bring back? The big fella, Coburn, to clean up the glass.
And Curbelo is back in too.
I'm curious if you're Coach Pierce. Are you going to come back with De Sosa to match up with Coburn?
He's got Diggs in there, and Diggs is more a defensive kind of guy.
It's Curbelo finding Coburn. 3 around him.
You can drop off Curbelo because he's not a three-point shooter.
Curbelo, long 2, no. Banks there. Under 7 to go. Banks has got 12 rebounds. Baptiste digs outside. Locates Malachi Smith. Banks will look at the clock and a cross-court feed. And a 3. It's off everything. Missing it badly that time. Jean-Baptiste.
Banks had a mismatch
Sure
inside.
did. With
He should have
Frazier.
taken that.
Curbelo threads one inside. With the whistle, little hand check on Coburn once he caught and spun. It's on Chattanooga. 4th team foul with their 5-point lead, and Hankton will pick it up.
Well, Hankton's given up about 70 pounds.
And you're being generous when you say that. You got to bring back De Sosa, right? You got a little over 6 minutes left. You got to go down with your guns.
Plummer, 3. Good! Buried in the corner. It's a 2-point game.
That's his 3rd 3. He's made all 3 for the Fighting Illini.
Jean-Baptiste. Diggs on top. Plenty of space. Coburn is dipped down low. Hankton. Jean-Baptiste wildly almost lost the ball. And there's
that could be a foul. That easily could be a technical foul there.
It's on Hawkins. It's on Hawkins. 2 on him.
And this is a guy just feeling it, Reg.
Yeah.
I mean, Plummer, he's had somebody all over him. And this is really a break for Chattanooga because that ball was out of control, but Hawkins clearly hit him across the arm.
But he didn't have control of the ball.
Well, he couldn't get control of the ball because Hawkins was holding on.
Malachi Smith. Oh, rejected by Coburn. Erases the shot. Curbelo the other way. Into Hawkins. Smothered by defenders. They're on the floor and it's vacuumed in. And a foul on Hawkins. Slapping in Banks.
That's 2 bad fouls by Hawkins. The sophomore has to stay under control here.
Now, a little bit of frustration right there. He thought he had a layup, just couldn't handle the ball.
Banks is looking at him crazy.
Banks is looking at him like, what is wrong with you? But the Illinois defense has given nothing to the Mocs here the last couple of possessions.
Caldwell picked up by Curbelo. The fadeaway. Here's a rebound by Hawkins, and he gets it off to Trent Frazier. Down by 2, Illinois has never led. Frazier. Hawkins. He'll take it with a spin. Tried to tie. Rebound by Banks.
You got to find Plummer, don't you? You got to find Coburn.
And for the Mocs right now, 6 Smith, you got to take this ball game over. You're a 20-point scorer.
Smith driving, defender falls, shot no good. Inside they fight, Diggs, Coburn, they keep it alive.
Coburn is just protecting the rim at all costs.
Ledford wide open, three, good!
Finally, that's what Coach Ferris says to Ledford. Shoot the ball.
That was a huge basket.
Wow.
Illinois timeout, 4:20 to go.
The new GMC Sierra now offers the most advanced and luxurious pickup in its class.
This isn't just a story about science, but also good old-fashioned will and grit. What we do when the chips are down. How adversity is best met with creativity and kindness. As we at Pfizer strive to impact hundreds of millions of lives, young and old, this isn't just a story of a pandemic, but how it pulled us all together.
What average underwear feels like.
Hey, I don't get the first one.
What Duluth butt naked underwear feels like.
The one you sucked in.
Go butt naked. The most comfortable underwear there is. Only at Duluth Trading.
We're no one-hit wonder.
I give a damn about my reputation.
Allow us to reintroduce ourselves. Folgers.
Oh, yeah, it's fast. It's fast. Fast like a rabbit. Papa, it's fast. Fast like a jaguar. It's brisk. It's snappy. Fast like a dog that's particularly fast.
Coach Underwood asked his players one thing, you guys want to win or not? And then it was Kofi Coburn with some colorful language saying, let's go beast mode now.
They need to, they've never led. We've not had a tie. Curbelo, Williams, it's inside. As he was fouled, Coburn was facing Ayeni. Josh used his first kind of by committee.
Yeah, and they've actually stayed out of foul trouble here in the second half.
And they still have not come back with De Sosa.
Well, Ayeni has 4, so you may as well use him up.
Plummer, 3. Williams with a big rebound. Ledford right there. It's a tie-up. It will be Chattanooga's ball. Ledford with a big-time rebound, fighting for that ball after he hit a 3 moments ago.
If you're Plummer, you're thinking to yourself, how did that ball not go down? That touched every inch for Brad Underwood and the Fighting Illini right now, because if the mock score, it's going to be very difficult to get back in this ball game.
It's Ledford. Cross court to Smith. Under 4 to go.
They made him use 10 seconds to get the ball across half court.
Oh, they throw it away. Jean-Baptiste throws the ball away.
Very uncharacteristic of Jean-Baptiste.
10 turnovers for the Mocs, 13 for the Illini.
He's thrown it to Banks, and Banks doesn't realize that Banks is cutting back door.
Well, they got the stop they wanted.
Yeah, they
what
did.
I talked about.
They
Curbelo.
convert.
Oh, they
He
give it
throws it away.
No, they called a foul, and that's going to be 5 on Ayena. That's 5.
Yep, he's gone.
Right when you thought it was back-to-back turnovers.
Well, that may be why Coburn couldn't get to the ball. He's got him by the hip, and he's got him by the shirt.
And I don't blame him. I'd be holding on too. I would be holding on too. That's a low down low. Hey, great effort.
This is by design to do it center by committee against the All-American Kofi Coburn.
Watch he's grabbing him. He's
That's
got
a
him.
good call.
Yeah, he's got him. That's why Coburn
Yes.
couldn't get to the ball.
It's a good call.
DeSouza comes in.
Great effort, though.
Ayene's out.
By Andy. Great effort.
Chattanooga by 5. They've led by 14. Illinois has never led. Plummer, 3. Rebound tip by Coburn. Retreat to the corner. Frazier got it. Fouled on the play by Banks. What a play by Trent Frazier.
And I believe that's going to send Frazier to the free throw line.
That's 1-1.
For 1-1.
And this will be the first free throw attempt for Illinois in the second half. As Frazier, down goes Frazier.
I knew you were going to say that.
I didn't even know I was going to say it. How did you know I was going to say it?
Think about that. The Fighting Illini had 17 free throws in that first half. This is their first with 3:37 left in this ballgame.
5-year starter Trent Frazier, 85% good from the free throw line.
Up the rebound, but he tipped it toward Frazier.
Number 5 all-time Illinois scorer. He's played the most minutes of any Illini ever. And the most games started. And he trains another.
That's who the guys you want to trust in situations like this. Dangerous pass again by Jean Baptiste.
Down court, Ledford surrounded and out to DeSouza.
He was going to drive to the basket, but he saw number 21 standing there and changed his mind.
Got a mismatch down low with De Souza.
They don't see it.
Cabello trying to guard him. Will someone get the shot up so he can get an offensive rebound?
Coburn just picked up a foul. The driving Banks lured it out of the big man inside. Coburn number 3, a 1-1.
This is a nice job by Banks to recognize that he's got Coburn on the perimeter and trying to drive by. Now, Frazier down on the other end made 2 free throws. Can Banks counter here?
Banks, the transfer from James Madison, a career starter there, 13 rebounds tonight. A season high for him. Fans on the shot. Rebound by Hawkins. Illinois down by 3 and approaching 3 to play.
You just have a feeling Plummer's going to make another one of these amazing shots. He's been on fire here in this second half.
Cabello off the foot. And out of bounds, ricochets off the foot of Smith.
See, what I like is a little misdirection. Get the ball down to Kofi, because you know he's going to get all that attention. And then once they double down, find Plummer on that weak side.
Well, they've now ruled that it's a kick ball, so the shot clock was at 12. It's going to reset to 20.
Cabello in traffic with the shot. Wow. And Smith has it.
Coburn kind of got away with one there too, right?
And Ledford went flying through there. I'm amazed that he was able to tip that ball to Smith.
DeSouza. Coburn defends, room to roam. And now it's Malachi Smith. Cabello defends. And a rebound inside is gobbled up by Cabello. The other way for hold on for Hawkins with a great pinpoint feed by Trent Frazier. It's a 1-point game.
Hawkins, I don't know if there's another big that can run the floor and finish like that. Unbelievable.
Wow. Jean Baptiste. Banks with it. Bigford on the wing. DeSouza. Coburn defends. Oh, up and under. He can't get it. Kofi Coburn traps the rebound. Cabello the other way. Illinois down by 1.
Feed the big fella. He's going to get fouled.
Cabello. Plummer. It's a 3. Rebound inside. And it's collected by DeSouza.
Plummer was wide open. Wide open.
Timeout, Chattanooga. They've led the entire game with 1:26 to go.
Yeah.
And it's for like years.
by 1 though. I think. Yeah.
Our teacher gave us like.
I'm glad you might be able to cover for me during March Madness. People say we're kind of alike. Wow. You're late. Hey-ho. Do you have any phone experience? I do. I made this. Crochet. Crochet. It's crochet. Wow. Okay, you're hired. You're hired. I work here. Oh, yeah.
AT&T 5G is fast, reliable, and secure, even in the madness of March.
Hopefully it's not Duke. Hopefully it's the Illini, which is probably not because we're probably gonna lose. We're like more than likely to lose. Definitely, we're not winning. But you know what the good thing is? When Illinois doesn't win,
Did you do something?
I still don't think we can. At least Illinois made it far. At least we made it far enough, bro. That's fucking good. Far.
Here's the Axe winning formula ultimate play of the game.
Well, the winning formula for Illinois to get back in the game has been the three-point sharpshooting of Plummer. He's made 3 all here in the second half, and that's one of the reasons why the Illini have closed to within 1. But Reggie, the last 4 or 5 possessions, they've dug in on the defensive end. They've gotten stop after stop, and here they need another one.
Well, nice timeout here by Coach Paris. And if I'm here and I got Malachi Smith, who hasn't had his type of game, 12 points on 5 of 18, you gotta assume he is due for a big bucket here for the Mocs.
Part of the problem is, Reggie, they have been defending him really tightly out on the perimeter, and it's hard for him to drive by and get all the way to the basket because he's got Kofi Coburn standing in there waiting for him.
He doesn't need to go all the way to the basket. Look who's guarding him now, right? You've got Williams. You've got the size advantage.
Jean-Baptiste, screen by De Sousa, inside for De Sousa, acrobatic catch, shot clock at 9, works on Coburn, across the lane, up and under and lost and loose, and De Sousa's got it, and he gives back to Smith, off balance, no! Rebound fought for, out of bounds, and off of Chattanooga with 1 minute to play.
I don't like it. I don't like that position right there. De Sousa, who, look, we wanted him to be aggressive versus Coburn early on in this second half. You've got to put the ball in your playmaker's hand. Jean-Baptiste, Smith, those guys have to go get it done for you.
Andre Corbello.
Ball's got to find Coburn, I would think.
Hawkins up top. Redford there with the foul. 1 and 1. Illinois down by a point. No ties. They trailed the entire time by as many as 14.
That's a good call.
Well, you're trying to put pressure on him, but you don't want to foul him out there. He's a 66% free throw shooter, and free throws have been a big part of this game because we've seen Chattanooga miss a couple of front ends of the 1-and-1. They're only 5 for 12 shooting free throws.
They say Hawkins was the most improved player during the offseason for the tie. Oh! Coburn's got it for the lead. Got it! It's the first lead for Illinois. Coburn put it through.
12 rebounds, 4 of them offensive for the big fella.
Malachi Smith. Hawkins defends. Smith up and off, and a whistle and a foul.
Thank you. Got to go for it.
Well, the one thing you got to do in this situation is block out, but that's easier said than done with Kofi Coburn there. Then, Reggie, this is what you're talking about. Malachi Smith attacks the basket. Now, he's only 2 for 4 from the line, although this is a 2-shot foul.
He played at Wright State. He now plays for Chattanooga, and he ties the game at 52. Williams will check out for the Illini, and back in is Alfonso Plummer.
I did say this game is going to come down to who has the basketball last, right?
For the lead.
See if Brad Underwood's going to use his last time out here, or let him play.
You're down 1, so I don't think you want to go for the last shot.
It's Frazier. Hawkins will drive on Ledford.
No.
Frazier with it. Hand off to Plummer, into Ledford, up and off and tip and foul. It's on Chattanooga.
That DeSouza trying to block this shot. A lot of body contact there between Plummer and DeSouza.
Well, DeSouza never has both feet on the floor facing the dribbler. He was never in defensive position.
Plummer, in one time this season, hit 35 consecutive free throws. 88%. This could tie. Chattanooga 2 timeouts, Illinois 1.
Well, plenty of time to get the ball across half court to call a timeout if you're Coach Barris.
But if he misses, you got to block out
For the lead.
My head never beats this fast.
12 seconds to go.
Well, Reg, the Mocs have the ball last.
Down one.
And you got to go. You can't take your time going up to court here.
Malachi Smith. Inside. Rejected by Hawkins. Retrieved by Smith. A shot away. No. Hawkins rebound. Illinois survives. The Illini have won.
How about this last sequence, Reggie? Look at Coleman Hawkins with the blocked shot. And you got to give Malachi Smith, he recovers the ball. That's not a bad shot.
Look, I want the ball in my best player's hands. He went for it, just came up short. But the defensive effort by Hawkins, who's been getting it done at both ends of the floor. And look, the Illini, they just hung around. Who was going to get hot for them? It was Alfonso Plummer, his threes, and then the 2 free throws late by Plummer to seal the deal.
What they led for about all of 15 seconds in the entire game.
25 seconds.
But they led at the most important time.
Yes. Doesn't matter what you do early.
Yeah.
It's leading late.
To Dana Jacobson.
Coach, you guys did not get that lead until 30 seconds left. Take me through the final 30 seconds and what is going through your mind.
Well, we made some great defensive plays. Offensively, we stunk tonight. Plummer came in and hit some big shots. Give them a lot of credit. They played very well defensively. We were out of sorts. We were emotional today. I don't know why. But nice time to have the lead. And then we held on and made a great defensive play.
You said it to us yesterday. I mentioned it coming out of the half, and we talked about it, chopping wood. You just have to keep at it. That's what this game is. What did you learn about your team tonight?
Well, we're resilient, if nothing else. Kofi had a tough day. Trent Frazier was not very good. He's been an all-league performer. We didn't play very well. They had a lot to do with it, and yet we found a way to win. So resiliency is the word.